Guys, it's Janet back with day 4 of our week of treats. Hopefully you've been following along. If not, just simply do a search for week of treats or visit my blog remarkablycreated.com for images from the previous 3 days as well as links to videos and things like that. We're focusing on treats because we are heading into what I like to call the treat season. We have back to school treats, treats for the teachers, treats for sports teams, of course Halloween treats. We want to package up treats for Christmas. All kinds of reasons why we tend to give a lot of treats September through December. What we're going to be using for today's treats is we're going to be focusing on our 3x6 gusseted bags. We did use these earlier in the week on one of our days of treats. But with those ones, we went ahead and took advantage of the gusset and made a self-standing bottom and stood it up. This time I want to show you how you can use that same bag, but keep it nice and flat. And as I promised with Week of Treats, we won't just look at candy. I do have 2 non-edible ideas for you. So let's take a look at a couple of the samples, and then I'm going to put 3 together for you very quickly. So we are going to start off with Halloween. And here we do have our sweet little candy bar, and this one's left open so that you can just get right into it very quickly and easily, and actually that's going to help me here in just a minute. We do have our Halloween cookie cutter. You can see here this stamp set has a coordinating stamp set, Cookie Cutter Christmas, and then there is a punch that goes with it. I don't know if you can see that with the lighting on it. And this is all going to debut on September 1st, so you're going to want to check that out. So there's our Halloween one. These 3 actually have air fresheners in them. And so I know you're probably thinking, what, air fresheners? But maybe you have a carpool that you are part of, so that would be great for it. Air fresheners would be a great little gift for the bus driver, or maybe you've got a young teen that doesn't always clean their car very much, so a cute little stocking stuffer for a young teen, or even a new car owner. It would be a great gift. So just something simple and inexpensive. A lot of times we just want to let people know that we're thinking about them without breaking the bank. So for this one here, we're using a really sweet little Jolly Friends stamp set. And with Jolly Friends, there is a coordinating punch that punches out the Santa hat. So we've done that one. This one uses some of our Christmas products and our new in-color doilies. And same concept to put it together sizing-wise. This one I wanted to show you, taking the embellishment off for right now. You aren't always going to be able to maybe find color coordinating or even winter-scented air fresheners for your project. And so I'm going to show you a variation on this where you can see a little peek of the color where you won't be able to see any of the color. So then another idea, one of our projects from our upcoming event, is to use the little cello bag to put some little bag toppers in there, some little gift tags in it. So that's a cute little one, and that is debuting in our holiday catalog. Another fun idea, little gender reveal gift. So if you're doing a little gender reveal party, which is where they reveal if the baby's a boy or a girl, here's a sweet little favor that you could have, and you would just stamp thank you on here. Of course, you would do pink and blue, and thankfully Ghirardelli has raspberry in pink and then sea salt caramel in blue. The other thing is that maybe you're looking for a unique announcement to hand out at work or hand out to people that you know, and you can easily slip a little 3x5 or 3x6 announcement in here, a little baby photo, and this would be a cute little way to hand out an announcement. You could also line these Ghirardelli up so that they're not one on top of the other. It's a little flatter, and you could line 2 of them up and they would work then like our candy bar. And then lastly, this one's not done yet. I'm going to challenge you to come back to my blog and see what I do with that. But these are the little Ready Brews from Starbucks, and 2 of them fit side by side perfectly in our flat little 3x6 bag. So I just wanted to show you. So again, you want to think outside the box, and I will tell you a secret. 80 to 90% of the time during the holidays, you will find empty bags, our gusset bags, our glassine bags, our little boxes in my purse, because I'm always wondering, oh, will it fit in one of our treat bags or our treat boxes? So I usually have a little stash of them in my purse as I'm out shopping and running around. So let's go ahead and let's make 3 of these projects very quickly together. So let's start first with our little Halloween cookie cutter piece. And we do have a piece of designer series paper from our Halloween paper in the holiday catalog. And it is cut not quite 3 inches, so it's just shy of 3 inches because we want to be able to slide it in. 2 3/4 works great. and 9 inches, and then we've scored this at 3 inches. So this is 6 inches and 3 inches. So you've got 9 inches total, 2 3/4, and we're just going to fold it up. And then when you stick it in your bag, I like to stick it in front of the gusset so that those fold lines are behind it. They're not interfering with the prettiness of this. Now, the one thing I can already see that I did not bring to the table was I did not bring a piece of ribbon to wrap around this one. You'll see it in just a second, but you would wrap a piece of ribbon around. I do have our basic gray cardstock that I cut with a circle. Layering circles are perfect for that, and I showcased them yesterday. We have that. We're going to take our little cookie cutter guy. We're going to put him on there. We've stamped the trick-or-treat greeting. We're going to make it look like he's holding trick-or-treat. I stamped a whole bunch of little trick-or-treat bags because, you know, we are trick-or-treating. And we'll just cut one of those out real quick here. So let's just cut one of those out. And even though I did a little bit of the work ahead of time, if you did the same, a little bit of work ahead of time, you would just be able to whip out a whole bunch of these very, very quickly. And we're just going to put that in there. Now, in addition to being the treat season, it is also what I call the googly eye season, where you like to put these little googly eyes on. These are the white accents that Stampin' Up! Sells, and I just have a Sharpie marker. And I'm just going to add a little dot down in the corners of, well, they're round. I can't really say corners because they're circles. Down in the lower part of the circle. So, and then normally I would have my paper piercing tool, but I'm not sure where it's at on my work surface. And now I'm just going to be able to pick that little googly eye up that I created of my own. And there we go. And I'll be able to put it right on. Okay. So, oops. Okay, let's try this again. Sorry about that. I dug too hard with the point of my scissors. That's why I need my paper piercing tool. So we would just do that, and let's just go back to the original. And you would just simply place them on. And so Sharpie marker and our white accents, you can see here where I've also colored them with copper markers. White accents can be anything that you want them to be. So fun little tip for you. And again, this one's not sealed so that you can get in and out easily, which is great because my son is temporarily back home again right now. And I realized that he ate all of the candy bars but the one that I had here. So I wasn't going to have one to create the sample with. So hopefully he won't find this one, so I have it for displays. So real quick and real simple, fun little one there for you. So now let's take a look at this variation and this version. Remember what I said is that sometimes you aren't going to be able to find car jars or car fresheners that color coordinate with Stampin' Up's products. Sometimes what you're going to find are just like this generic pack of 3. This came from our grocery store. I live in a small town, so I don't always have access to the great ones like Yankee Candle and things like that. So I'm just going to go ahead and take them out of their package. And actually this 3-for-1 is not a bad deal. And I'm going to just slightly cut the top. You want to make sure that you don't cut into it so that the scent stays contained. We're going to do something like that. I like to take this lower edge right here and put a little adhesive on it and just fold it back for just a second just to get those little pieces out of the way. So now what I have is I have a 6x12 piece of designer series paper, or not 6, excuse me, 2 7 inches. I am so sorry guys, 2 7 inches across by 12 inches. You're going to score it at 3 inches on one end and 3 inches on the other, giving you the 12, or the, oh my gosh guys, I am so sorry. Let's start all over again. You have a 12-inch piece of designer series paper that is 2 3/4 or 2.75 inches across. You're going to score it so that you have a 3-inch flap on one end and a 3-inch flap on the other, which means that you're left with 6 inches here. We're going to go ahead and we'll slide that down, and again, we're going to put that in front of our flap. Okay. Trying to keep it flat and just slide it in. There we go. Okay. And this one we're not going to tuck in. We're going to keep it on the top. Maybe I did not cut that at 3. Sorry about that. I know you guys are thinking, what? Not very professional there, Janet. So 2 7/5. Nope, I didn't have it cut right. Sorry about that. There we go. Let's take that piece off. And now it will fit. But real quick, bonus of our Stampin' Up! Trimmer is that it is long enough to cut a full 12-inch sheet of paper. So huge, huge bonus. Make sure that's on your shopping list, on your Christmas wish list. Now watch it slide in. Yep, there we go. It was just too fat. Didn't want to manhandle it. And let's pull this flap back out again. And we're going to take this air freshener and tuck it in. And we want to make sure it goes behind the flap that we created there. And now we're going to take this piece and we're going to fold it over just like that. I have the tree from Thoughtful Branches. This bundle is only available for one more day, so you want to make sure that you get your hands on this amazing exclusive cost savings bundle, Thoughtful Branches, with its amazing, amazing framelit set. And we have our For You. So just the top 1/3 of this are we going to really coat with adhesive. We're going to put it on here, and the weight of that is what's going to help keep it shut. We have another way that we're going to keep it shut too. We have our circle, our little extra there. We have our gold clips. You've seen me use these before. Hopefully you're already realizing that the gold clips and all of our packaging are going to be great products for you. And then this is going to be the final piece. And what's nice is very little adhesive. You can open it up, get it right out. In addition, you can repurpose this package for something else. The gift recipient will be able to repurpose it. So again, this way you don't have to worry about what color's in there because it's all hidden for you. So now let's take a look at one more so I can give you another sweet tip. And again, we're back to our 3 inches, 2 7/inch, 2.75. Oh my gosh, guys, I am so sorry. You're probably thinking, why am I even bothering to watch her? She cannot get her numbers straight. So sorry about that. 2.75, 2 3/4. Again, scoring at 3 inches, folding up. Look how fun that paper is. Isn't that just amazing? And we're just going to slide that inside like we've done all of the others of them. We're just going to lay it on top right now. What I've done ahead of time is I've stamped the moose. I've stamped and die cut Deck the Halls. I have our Delightful Dijon piece here, and that would just go over top to hold it all together. But the real tip with assembling this piece, because it all kind of goes together like all of the others, comes with the hat. The hat actually has 3 pieces. Let me pull the stamp set here again and show you. So the hat has 3 pieces. You've got 3 different borders for it. You've got 3 different types of hats, and you've got different little pom-poms that you can do on there, as well as a scarf. Now you could choose to just simply, you know, punch the hats and all of this out of different paper. What I want to do is I want to punch them all out of Dijon, and I want to make sure that I can get them all out of the punch. So what I'm doing is I am actually turning my punch into a stamping block. I have taken and I have laid the stamped images right over top of the images on the punch. I don't know if you can see that. So I've just laid them right over. The pieces that I want to use are all right there. I'm going to go ahead and close this for right now. And we have Cherry Cobbler ink. And this is a photopolymer set. So I am looking for my paper piercing mat. You're going to get such better coverage using your paper piercing mat, because I don't want to get ink all over the stamp or the punch, although it cleans off really, really easy. I am going to simply take the stamp to this. That way I'm not squishing it way down in it, and I can just get it on what I want. I can go ahead now and use that as if I was using a stamping block. So I've got my 3 images. Now I can open up my punch, and all 3 of them will line up perfectly inside of that little window that I have there. And now I can go ahead and I can build his sweet little hat. I can go ahead and put his hat on. It's kind of Dr. Seuss-like. I love it. And I'm going to be able to do just that and put it all back together. So let me pull him back out again. Where did we put him? Oh, there he is. So to put this one together again, we just slid the paper down inside. We wrapped a piece of burlap around it. We used our circle. We put our moose on. We built him a pretty little hat. We gave him a scarf. I am just keeping it 2 colors. I mean, you can go totally crazy if you want with all kinds of colors and, hand watercoloring and all of that kind of stuff. I was all about keeping it simple. It's really just the thought that counts as I'm handing somebody a small gift. And then, of course, I have the greeting down here on the bottom. To do these little pieces here on his little tag to coordinate it with the burlap wrap around, all I did was started to pull these apart. I just made a little cut into them. And I just kind of started to pull some of the pieces out of the burlap, because I wanted something that was a little bit more rougher than the linen thread, guys. So again, just pulling that. But look how much fun that is, too. Oh, I can see something cool happening with that. Look at that. Oh, so many possibilities when you're crafting in general, and, of course, crafting with Stampin' Up! Product. So make sure that you visit remarkablycreated.com so that you can see close-ups of all of tonight's projects. Make sure that you stop by to see what I do with our Ready Brew from Starbucks. Also, you're going to want to make sure that you check out the catalog launch party that I'm hosting on September 1st. Almost all of the projects that I've made during the week of treats will be used as door prizes throughout that great event. There'll be news of a special from Stampin' Up! I have some fun little flash moments happening and rewards for shoppers that day. All kinds of good things over on my Facebook page. And I'll make sure that all of those URLs are listed in the description of this. So thanks for stopping by, and I am so sorry that I kept getting tongue-tied over those dimensions. It is either 9 inches, 12 inches, or, and then it's always 2.75, 2 3/4 width for these projects here today. So thanks for your patience, guys. God bless you.